today. And remember, there are going to be 2 teams qualifying from this German sector, or the German-Austria-Switzerland sector.
Nice.
And here we go, watching Good Elite with a big 3-piece there, doing absolute work for Fab, trying to follow it up with a 4th, but he does get shut down.
I really liked his movement there, pushing down and jumping all around the place. Obviously, he has that exo boost ability. One of the most popular things I feel in Advanced Warfare. You know, it's really completely changed the game. It's still COD as you know it, but just fast, dead fast.
Yeah, extremely. And you know, this is the thing with this Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. It does come down a lot to gun skill because you find less people in little hiding spots. It's all very fast action-paced. The better gun skill players will come out on top.
Oh yeah, there's no more the days of sitting back and camping a 1-flag lead. It just seems a bit nonsense, really. You know, when you have to actually run around like a lunatic, you have that ability to get across the map very, very quickly. So why would you sit in corners? It's not fun anyway. Oh, what will Kivy doing work up top when he gets a hold of this hard point? The rotation was very, very good from TNG. Fabe came through, punched right through very, very well. Lace is going to come in there with a kill onto Kivy, and he is holding down up top now. His teammates are going down around him though. Needs to be careful to stay alive. Not going to happen. 9 and 17 from him. He needs to step up his game, but look at Kivy, 20 and 9 from him at the moment.
Yeah, it's going massive for his team. And you find with players such as those on Team Nextgen, they're not that very established in the Call of Duty competitive community. To give an example, Laserbeam, less than 100 followers on Twitter, doesn't really get the credit that they deserve. I mean, sure, they are falling behind by a significant margin here, but they've certainly brought it to the table. We saw them start out very, very strong, but they're just getting shut down on this final hard point now before it rotates back to Courtyard.
Yeah, they're being outslain. I think that's the thing. They can't really get into it. And I feel as if they're not moving well as a team. They seem to be running in one by one. It just doesn't seem to work for them. They're running into a lot of Fabe fire. And, well, that's a nice play by Lace, though. He does eventually get shut down. Kivy's going to come around the back up. TNG right now, but Fina trying to do some work. They're getting shut down left, right, and centre. But currently, there's going to be some points on the board. They are around 100 points down at the halfway mark. Not looking too great for them, but it's not out of the realms of possibility.
Yeah, and I loved what Fab were actually doing there. They weren't just going straight for the Courtyard to try and secure the points. They were pushing straight through Towel so that they knew they'd be set up for the one that followed. This is sort of a clinical way to play hardpoint on retreat.
Yeah, you got to know when you're coming from the previous hardpoint. Make sure you're making an advancement, but that's going to benefit you on the next hardpoint rotation. And you got to make sure you hold that, though. I mean, it's all very well getting to that point, but then you lose it straight away. You know, it's all about spawn, working as a team, know when to go in, know when to manipulate the spawns in your favour.
Well, Fab, obviously a very well-polished team. I know they've been practicing a lot in the run-up to this Call of Duty European Championship because not only did they want to qualify, they want to make an impact as we go into the later stages of this tournament. Remember, Ton, in this single elimination bracket, there are $10,000 on the line in the prize pool.
Oh, yeah, it's nothing to turn your nose up at all. I mean, you know, these are the sort of guys that can do something like that. You know, I wouldn't be too surprised if they were really pushing for that top 4. They are one of the teams I would say has a good shout. Maybe on the Italian team that qualified as well. They have a very, very good chance of doing well. Obviously, some very famous names from Italian Call of Duty in that team. We'll go with Fina now, though. Good movement, does get inside the hard point, and he does have help from his teammates. Good shots there towards the back as well. Cracks, drops very quickly, and Kaba coming up with a 2-piece, albeit one of them his teammate. The need to stop killing their teammates. That's not good work. 2 members of their own team being killed.
Yeah, I mean, I was going to say, I think with Team Nextgen, this is the most team kills I've seen in any one game, and don't get me wrong, it is quite obviously by accident, but they've got to be careful of that. It's really not going to help them out at all. There's a significant margin behind here, and it's great to see them not giving up. I mean, they're still fighting with everything they've got to try and saturate every point from the hard points, but it is going to switch again, and they've not pushed for the rotation. We can see Nkaba still on the turtle hard point, and Fab will be setting up nicely around the next one.
The problem is you want to rotate early to get the most points, but they need every point. Now that isn't currently the issue. Well, with Kivy just setting up shop, I don't think you're going to see anyone, but you know, it's that sort of position that you can get. He's going to come around for a 3-piece there. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3. You see, this is why did you change?
Typical, isn't it? But hey, he got the 6th streak now. He's currently on 36 to 15, over double positive for his team. I mean, Tony, you said before this game started he was one of the ones that we needed to watch out for, and for very good reason. That's an extremely impressive performance.
Yeah, very, very well played, and they just really seem to be outclassing their German counterparts at the moment. Well, Kivy does go down, and Fluker's going to come in with a 2-piece. Bullet's going to clean up onto him, though. Lace coming in and answering back onto Bullet as well. But really, it's not looking great. That's fantastic movement by Cracks, just trying to stay alive, jumping around inside that hop. And the thing is, when somebody is in there and contesting, there's so many different places that actually could be. So it's an issue where a lot of players tend to just jump around like idiots just to try and get away or try and find them by luck. But at the moment. I'm just trying to work it out, and yes, it is impossible now for TNG to come back. It has been for around 20 seconds or so. So, at this point in the game, what you see a lot of players do is just run around and try and give up, but keep your shots warm. That's what I would suggest, you know. Keep going with this, try and get some confidence back, and you go ahead. Yeah, you're losing the game, but you pick yourself up a 3-piece. That's going to give you confidence going to the next map.
Well, I think Team Nextgen are trying to desperately avoid going into that 100-point club. They want to try and push themselves into triple figures, but Fab are just dominant here. This is a really impressive performance, and one of the strongest hardpoint games I've seen so far at the Call of Duty European Championships.
Yeah, very, very strong, and, you know, we haven't really seen any incomplete whitewashes like this so far. But that's going to be the first one we're going to see. That's going to be 250 at 92. Fab are going to walk away with map number 1.